Welcome back to Just Scribble for an unboxing from Paperbound Creations. So, all honesty, did I need this cover? No, absolutely not. Do I have lots of covers in my collection that I could have used for the purpose that I'm going to use this cover? Yes, for sure. Did I want this cover? Yes, I did. It's actually been on my Etsy sort of wish list for quite a while. I've been watching it, looking at it, loving it. Anytime I was checking Cynthia's Etsy shop, I really was drawn to this cover. I just thought it was super fun. And I had a little bit of extra mad money and I was setting up a new notebook for a very specific purpose. And I decided that I was going to treat myself and buy this cover. So we are going to open it up and check it out. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get my packing slip out of the way. All right, so I did get this journaling card that says handmade with love. On the back, it has a thank you, her Instagram, Pinterest, and Etsy shop, and her hashtag. So I'll put all of that down in the description box down below. And then you always get a free gift. I got this glitter jelly dashboard, or pencil board is really what it is, or page marker with a scalloped edge. So that is my little freebie, which is great. And then this is my cover. So let me take the plastic off so we don't have noise and glare. And this is my new cover and it is so fun. I was super drawn to this cover. I don't know if it's the checkerboard effect that drew me in or the splatter paint like 90s vibes, but I just thought this was the cutest, most fun cover. So this is a faux leather, vinyl, PVC, whatever you want to call it. It is not leather. It is basically plastic. Or a version of plastic. And that's actually one of the reasons that I bought it. And I'll explain that kind of in a minute. But it has this cute checkerboard print on it. And then this fun green and black splatter paint on it. And then the stitching on it has variegated colors. So it's got purple and green and black and a sort of fuchsia. And then other shades of green. So you can kind of see it on the stitched spine there. How it has different colors of stitching, which I thought was super fun. And then it has a front pocket in a star glitter jelly with the scalloped edge. And then, of course, like I said, the stitched spine and elastic closure in the fun lime green. On the inside, you have two slip pockets, and the slip pockets are lined, so the vinyl's on both sides. And then the cover itself is also lined, so you're not seeing like the other side, like the flesh side of the vinyl. You have white vinyl on the inside, and you have a secretarial pocket over here on the left side made with the same jelly as the pocket on the cover. And that is it. This is in A5 size, and this is in the A5 Stalogy size. So if you order covers on her shop, in some of the sizes, there are different options. So for A5, for example, there's an A5 Stalogy, an A5 Sterling Ink, and an A5 Cousin. I think those are the only three. Because those books are all different thicknesses, she has different sizes so that you can get one that has the spine of the book that you're planning to use. I had decided that I was going to use a Stalogy and or one of my notebooks for the purpose that I was using this cover for. So for that reason, I got a Stalogy. I did not want it to be huge, thick, and chunky like a Sterling Ink full year. And I don't use the Cousin, so it didn't make sense to buy the Cousin size. And so I bought the A5 Stalogy size. And that's actually what I'm using in it initially, is a Stalogy. So let me grab. This will be a pretty quick video. I just wanted to unbox it, share it with you guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is the A5 Stalogy that's going to go in here, at least the initial one, until this one is filled up. This is a Yoseka Stationery Stalogy collab. So inside, the guts are just a normal A5 Stalogy with your 4mm grid, but the cover is in Yoseka green with the Yoseka name on the back. And I decided that I was going to use this for my purpose. So this is actually going to be a recipe book for me. That's actually the new notebook I'm going to be setting up, is a sort of commonplace type recipe notebook. And I decided that I wanted to get a cover for it. And I decided that I didn't want to use a cover that I already had, because most of my covers in pretty much all sizes are leather, which I love. Leather is awesome. I love leather covers. However, because this was a recipe book and I was going to be using it in the kitchen, I wanted something that if it got wet or dirty or anything, I could just wipe it off. And so getting a cute, fun cover from Cynthia's shop seemed like the absolute perfect thing, especially since I've been watching this cover for quite a while and I just think it's super fun. And because the recipes that are going in this book are sort of health related, wellness related recipes, so protein heavy, carb light recipes, new things to try to get more vegetables into our diet, things like that, I want to be inspired to both fill this out because that's going to take a lot of work and also to use it. And so having a fun cover on it seemed like the perfect thing. So I will probably put a cover, like a clear cover on this Stalogy. There is room enough to have a clear cover and it will further protect the outside of the Stalogy because again, I'm going to be using this in the kitchen. So I'll probably put a clear cover on this. I don't know if I'm going to stick it over on this side as well and put it on like a folio. I might. If I do, well, actually, regardless of whether I do or don't, I will change this so that it's not a knot and I will put a barb on there. So let me put this in the cover and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So on all of my notebooks, journals, whatever that have an elastic closure, I add barbs to them so that it kind of lays flat. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but it's so that it will lay flat against the leather instead of having a bump. And so whether the elastic closure is on the back or the spine, wherever it is, I add a barb so that there's no bump where the elastic is. Notebooks fit in better, inserts fit in better, etc. I do have a tutorial on that. I've been doing it for years, and so I will change out that. Like I will cut the knot off. Well, not cut it off. I will untie it, add the barb, and then cut off the excess elastic. But I will take the knot off so that the book fits a little bit better against the spine and just so that that knot's not there. But I may use it like this, like a folio, or I may leave the cover out so that I can put other things in this pocket. I'm not 100% sure, but this is going to be my new recipe book. And the reason being, if I open it up and show you guys, I save a ton of recipes on Instagram, and I currently have, let's see, in my little recipe save thing, 516 recipes. So I currently have 516 recipes that I need to use, check out, try. And I find that saving them there is great because then I get back to them, because otherwise I lose them and I never find them on Instagram ever again. But it's really hard to scroll through to find the recipes that you want. Plus the recipe is like embedded in either a caption or just on the screen when the person's talking and making the recipe. And so following it when you're in the kitchen is nearly impossible. And there is an app, I'm sure there's more than one, but I know of one that pops up all the time that says it takes the recipes that you find on Instagram and Facebook and all of the things, and it puts them into this app. And it says it's free, but it turns out it's not actually free. It's only free for like a certain number of recipes. And after that, you have to pay a subscription. And I'm not going to pay someone to do something that I could put into a notebook for free. I also much prefer just looking at a recipe open like this while I'm cooking than have my phone fall asleep and have to like swipe up to open it again and all of the things. So I'd much rather it be in a book. I also find that if it's written down in a book like this, it's easier for me to go through for like meal planning and things like that. So I decided that I would make a commonplace sort of health wellness recipe book. I guess they're not all necessarily healthy, but a lot of them are healthier options. But it's kind of going to be my screenshot commonplace recipe book. So mostly things I've saved or made screenshots of from social media of recipes that we wanted to try out or recipes we have tried out that we like. I'm going to transcribe them into here, and I'm going to organize it the way that I organize my commonplace books, which I know I still owe you guys a video on that. So once I have like the initial setup and I've kind of added a few recipes, then I'll come back and show you guys how I do that and how I tab and organize my commonplace books. And then at some point, I'll also show you guys my commonplace book as well. But I'll probably end up showing you this one first because I want to get it started and get it set up, and I think it would be a fun thing to share. But I decided to treat myself with my Mad Money and get this super fun cover for it, and I think it's so cute. I actually didn't even think about when I grabbed this Stalogy and the fact that it's green that it kind of goes because there's green in this cover. I just grabbed it because it was the first A5 Stalogy that I saw on my shelf that I hadn't already used. And then I've put some stickers on it that are sort of food related. This one is from See Amy Draw. This I think is from Amazon. I have no idea where this Sweet Honey one is. I'll probably add more to it, like on the front, on the back. I love the fact that it had this clear pocket here because I can put like a cooking cheat sheet here for like air fryer times or meat temperatures, whatever, like a quick reference kind of cheat sheet card here and here. So I have two places where I can put sort of information that I want to be able to get to quickly and easily all the time. And I have this pocket here if I don't put it in like a folio where I can stick things. So if I printed a recipe and I need to add it, I could stick it there to hold on to until then. If I wanted to put like measurement conversion charts or something like that, I could stick them there and they'd be easy to get to. And so I think it's a really good setup for this purpose. And it's also really, really fun. And this is going to be my new little recipe book. And I'm really excited. This way I can make notes on the recipes. I can mark things that we don't like, mark things that we do like, all of the things. And because this is designed for the Stalogy, it's a really good fit, like spine-wise. Not too big, not too small, but enough room to grow because as I add to this, this is going to kind of puff out. And so it has enough room to grow as well, which is really, really nice. But that is my very quick share and unboxing from Paperbound Creations and why I bought a cover from her and what I'm going to be using it for. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them down below and I will definitely get back with you. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this unboxing. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos and don't forget to just scribble.